Hi. I did my rules and resolutions videos, I think it was last week or something, not all that too far ago. And then, let's see if I can get this in the shot here. And then, a thing that happens a lot more frequently than people realize happened again. And some more rules and resolutions had to be added to the respective packets. This time it was only one resolution that needed to be added to the end. Things fall through the cracks. So for this video, I'm going to do the resolution one. And then there are something like 3 or 4 proposed rule changes that are at the end of the rules packet that I'll also be covering in the next video. So I'm just trying to get this knocked out before I have to go to bed. I am going to transition over to resolutions. There we are. Okay, so resolutions now. I believe it's just the last one. Let's see, we already did 2025-52. See, we already did this one. Talked about it already. 2025-53, and it seems to be only one resolution here. I might have peeked ahead, but you know what? I'm just gonna. So it's 2025 what was it? 53, and we are at 204 in the video. Let's see, 204. All right, so what is this one? Let's see if I can. 2025-53. This is the reform of Idaho judicial nomination process. Oh, well, it's either going to be really good or really bad, because I've seen some really bad proposals in that vein of things. However, it is an actual problem that needs addressing, and there have been some good ideas. Neither of which, though, however, have really been implemented in recent years. So let's see what this at least has to say. This is submitted by the Adams County people, to be presented by Keith Markley, looks like. And it starts out with, whereas we are witnessing extreme judicial activism in America. Woo. Starts out a bit spicy, and you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong, Keith. I'm assuming you're the one that wrote this. Whereas leftist ideology has infiltrated our institutions of higher education, including our law schools, resulting in liberal judiciary. Also not wrong. I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but I even had to deal with a little bit of that today. Whereas we know an impartial judiciary and committed to the rule of law according to our Constitution is of vital importance to the maintenance and constitution of our constitutional republic. Okay. Whereas we, or the people, must be the overseers of each branch of government. You are correct. You are extremely correct. However, when people speak out and say such things, be careful. They might claim that you sawed off a shotgun too much, come to your private property, kill your dog and your wife, and blame you for everything. Be careful. But anyway, whereas we, the people, must be the overseers of each branch of government. That's right. We need to be involved. We need to be looking at everything. We need to be able to see what our government is doing. And the judiciary is absolutely a part of the government. Whereas the current process of judicial selection is accomplished away from oversight and accountability of people. Not wrong. This is a particularly bad problem in Idaho, and it's festering and getting worse. Oh, we're already to the resolve clauses. Okay, so this isn't all that complicated. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Idaho Republican State Central Committee supports reforming the way Idaho judges are being appointed by bringing the process closer to the people. Okay, so this is just a policy thing so far, which you should probably, in all honesty, you should probably do closer to the legislative session. I don't know exactly what exactly was the strategy behind, if there was any strategy behind getting this through the process, but yeah, sometimes when this is just a purely policy thing, it is better to have it closer to a legislative session. But that is not that is not anything that is specifically wrong with this resolution, though. Be it further resolved that the Idaho Republican State Central Committee calls upon the legislature to see, that's kind of why. The Idaho Republican State Central Committee calls upon the legislature to change the makeup of the Idaho Judicial Council as described in this code citation I'm not going to be looking at, according to the following. Oh, so now we're advocating for a much more specific change to the law. Better. However, this is where you invite a lot of nitpicking. Be prepared, and you probably are, but be prepared to defend this. Because some people love to pick things apart just to pick them apart. Others, they're bad actors in the Republican Party, and you have to defend, and oftentimes you have to defend good ideas against both. So, but anyway, it's to judicial shall be of non followers, 4 attorneys, and 5 non-attorneys. That's in the law. Okay. The governor, with approval of the Senate, shall approve. Is that already what the law is? It's where it's the Senate gives approval in that process? Okay, well anyway, shall appoint these on a rotating basis, and shall appoint one who is currently blah 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 blah. The governor of 9 attorneys from. Okay, you know what? That part does actually look at least a little bit thought out. In fact, I don't think any part of this was really on anybody's whim or anything. I think that there's some solid facts and whatnot behind this. So I'm going to say in my reaction, agree, but I want to hear the presentation. The whereas clauses aren't wrong. The whereas clauses aren't wrong. Okay, so my full reaction, to part 4. This is literally just a resolution, and but okay. 2025-53 at 2:04 in the video is agree, but I want to hear the presentation. The whereas clauses aren't wrong. So now we should be at the end. We are definitely at the end. So I'm gonna do the clicky-clacky things, stop it here and get ready for the rules companion to this video. And I'll see you on the flip side of that. Blessings.